Okay.
Okay, hello everyone. So I would like to make a presentation in the English language now. This is the presentation regarding our community, Walen community, and how we can make money. So let me just first initially show you what we do. So I will just log into my community. I will show you my account. So this is my account, and it is similar to social networking platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and it's a new platform. So we just have a few hundred users. We'll have 1,000 soon enough. And in this platform, you are able to make albums, make groups, make pages, write your blogs, write articles, create a forum, find friends. And everyone in this community is verified. Everybody joins from a referral link. And things that you are able to do here, very often you are not able to do on Facebook. For example, if you believe that some medical, suppose maybe you believe that marijuana helps with some medical condition, you can write about it. If you believe the earth is flat, you can write about it. If you have some ideas about something, you don't have to worry that we will ban you, because as long as it is within generally accepted social norms. We understand what are generally accepted social norms. Things like pornography is not a generally accepted social norm. Correct, Gary? Correct, right?
Yes, absolutely.
If you call people, if you ask them to hate other people, hurt them, etc., that is not socially accepted. Now, not only this, you are able to, for example, I'm looking at Grażyna. I don't know Grażyna very well. She's my friend. But what I see is that she already invited 3 people. So I know that, okay, she's my good friend. She's helping me also to develop the community. If I look at other people, I see here, Leszek, 0, 4 weeks ago on the platform. Jazz, 0, 5 weeks ago on the platform. David Mordak, 11 weeks ago, invited 1 person. Ninja. So I'm able to also check what people are doing. Somebody is promoting their business. For example, Janusz is promoting here something, okay? This is, oh, Marcin, I see your post, okay? This is a video when I was taking out from the bank $1 million, and we took a suitcase. It was a period in the Polish investing community where they were making come outs. So I have $10,000. I got $100,000. So I made a come out, and I took $1 million from the bank with witnesses, with journalists from a Polish company called Komparek. And what I see, Marcin, blue package, well done. Gray board, well done. Rising star, well done. But still no referrals, Marcin. Time to do something here. I will help you with that. So this is our platform, and we can potentially have millions of users. In time, maybe tens of millions, maybe hundreds of millions, because it's possible to grow it over the years. Bigger we grow, stronger we become. And we as a school will also have more funds to obviously provide quality service to our users. And on top of that, you see, people can, for example, put their pictures. We got Eva. She invited 5 people. We give her a heart. Wonderful. Somebody here, Monia, is making some posts. So, it starts living its own life. But now imagine if we had now millions of users, you can have friends from all over the world. You can promote the ideas. And on top of that, obviously, we support each other financially because we work as a team. More people we invite, bigger the community, more users. The school will also benefit from it, and you will benefit from it as well. You see, this is a post by Dariusz from the 45-second presentation, book by Don Filia. And he teaches in the second presentation about you teach Tom to teach Carol to sponsor Betty. So we are like an organization of networkers that are teaching other people to also benefit from this wonderful business mechanism. And you see in these posts, there are many, many, many. As we scroll down, new are appearing. This is posted by Jacek. You see Jacek, for example. I look at Jacek and look, he referred 20 people. Very transparent. For example, we got groups. I like KTMs. See, this is, for example, my KTM. I love this bike. Not too big, not too small, very powerful. And you can make blogs, you can make groups about different topics. Gary, you like golf. Maybe you can have a group about, friends who like playing golf, etc. But now how can we make money on this? So let's check. So everyone here is invited to our community via referral link. So now, if I send you a referral link and you register, you can see an account, a student's account, because we have a free registration. But then, when you click on the green button and you join the community and you pay $49, then you will automatically make $12, $12.50. So in the English language, this business is so very simple that you see this one here on that beige background, that's the explanation of the entire business. I'm not talking about the school. We are just talking about the business of community. So let's read it together. Gary, can you see it? Are you able to read it?
If you can maybe just zoom it in a little bit more so it's a little bit bigger. Yeah.
Good enough? Okay.
Yeah.
Please read it.
Account verification costs €49 US dollars per year. The community board is very powerful earning mechanism for Walen community promoters. In the first year, the board has a maximum of 88,572 spots. After a year, a dynamic compression occurs based on verification dates. People who in the first year did not invite at least 3 community members but paid for the continued verification will be added under the sponsor in the next available spot on the lower level. The board will continue to expand, increasing the number of people on it, which will automatically increase the earning potential. People who do not pay for the account verification for the next year will be removed from the board. Those who do not continue the verification still be able to fully use the Walen community, but ads will be enabled for them. Verification in the Western community allows you to earn 3 types of commissions. Direct referral commission, $12.50 USD. Board commission, 1.25 USD for each person on the board up to the 10th generation. Matching bonus commission after inviting at least 3 users with no invitation limit. This is 20% of the board commission earnings. This commission has the highest earning potential. Important note, generation on this board will multiply in multiples of 3. New users will become paid spillovers for users at lower levels. If you want to receive spillovers, you should give spillovers by inviting at least 4 people to our verified community.
And get it, this is the entire business. Very simple. So if you've got 88,000 people, theoretically, if the entire board got filled, just by spending $49 on verification, it would be possible to make $110,000. That's a lot of money. So everyone who joins...
Definitely is.
So let's go over this again, right? So people join $49. You already paid. So you already have a board, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now how can we make money on this? With this, you got your board, but your board is probably empty. Did you get any spillovers yet or not yet?
Yes, I got some spillovers, yeah.
Okay, so you made some money. Happy for you. So now, if the entire board got filled, in the first year it would be possible to make $110,000, but that's in theory. In practice, obviously, it will be more difficult.
Yeah.
So now, this board, as the verification of different people comes to an end, becomes dynamic. So in the first year, that board is static. But in the second, third, etc., that board becomes dynamic. So if somebody didn't pay for verification, they are removed from the board, and the entire board, that generation will go one level up. So that board will get bigger. If somebody has not invited at least 3 people, they will be added at a lower level in the tree of their sponsor. Now, these are the 3 types of commissions. So, if you send somebody a link, that person registered the same way as you did.
Yeah.
And if they made a payment, you would automatically make $12.50.
Okay.
If you invite 4 people, your account is for free already. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, everyone who will appear on the board, whether these people come from you or they come from somebody else, every person will pay you $1.25.
Mm-hmm.
And the biggest money is in the matching bonus. If you invite 3 people or more, you have the right to receive 20% of their earnings. So if you help someone and say in 10 years' time, they make $100,000 a year from the board, which is more than possible, you would receive $20,000 from such a person.
Mm-hmm.
If you invited those people, if you invited 10, 20, 100 people over the years, you would receive 20% of all of their earnings, So it does become a snowball. And there's no lack of people on the planet. At the moment, you got 8 billion people, but soon enough there will be 10. So we can grow this business without end. We can grow it and grow it and grow it, no end.
Now, Mark, my question on just on this. So, in theory, what you're doing is you're basically just getting people to join and pay a year fee of 49 to then become part of the member. Now, if you just continue doing that, then this applies.
Well, this is a yearly verification. Are you aware that on Facebook yearly verification is $144?
Yes.
Okay. And then on Instagram also $144. And then, for example, on X, $84. So our verification is very cheap. More or less 1/3 of what competition is charging. We are still very small. But it does have a very big potential because everyone is verified. We don't have any unverified accounts. So the quality of the people on the platform is incredibly high. And especially for people who are also business-minded. Everybody who joined the platform, somebody made little commission from them. It's not actually little because it's 26% for one person, not including other types of commission. And now if these people like it, the following year they pay again. And if for some reason they don't want to continue, they can still use the platform, but we would enable advertising on their platform. And with the tools, we are able to track it. So it is a very solid business model. Obviously, solid as solid. Everything depends on our effort, right? If we are going to do it, it will work. If we are not going to do it, it won't work. For people who, like me, I do it every day, and I plan to do it for many years to come. And some people have got the issue with this being so simple. For example, for you, if you send somebody a link and that person joins, you get $12.50. It's very difficult not to understand it. But there are people who will make something complicated out of something very simple. Now, if anybody on your board joins under you, whether from your efforts or from efforts of other people, you also make money. Make $1.25 for each one of them. And on top of that, if you have invited 3 people or more, you would also receive 20% of their earnings from board commission. It cannot be any simpler than that.
Now, this community, what will it be called, like in comparison to say Facebook or Instagram or Telegram or one of these? How would this be? What is the name of this, so that people then on the outside how will they get aware that something like this exists, apart from just being able to join by invitation, by the referral?
That's the point. This is our strength. If somebody wants to join us, are you aware of Masons?
No.
Have you seen Masons advertising recruitment of new members on Facebook or on Google advertisements?
No, not yet.
And you will never see. Okay, it's a secret society that works by invitation only.
Are you talking about the Freemasons?
Freemasons, yes.
Yes, I know about them. I must be honest, I know a lot about them and how their organization works in that.
Yeah,
so,
but the point is,
in comparison, you're saying this is something similar then?
No, it's not exactly similar, but the point is that networking organizations, whether this is Amway or this is Herbalife or some other network, they are invitation only, right?
Yes.
They have customers, and customers can also buy from either distributors, sometimes from the company with some sort of a link, but they are invitation only. And the same we operate on the same basis. If I invite you, you invite somebody else, and somebody else invites somebody else, that's how we are able to pay you commission.
Yes.
So we call it Walen or Walen community. Maybe in time some other name will also be assigned to us. But we don't worry that the entire world will not know about us right away. We will increase the market penetration with the increase in the numbers. If you join us, you already joined us. But if you start inviting new people, promoting this, the people who join, again, they will be able to reach new people. And that's how it works.
Okay, now I understand that mechanism. I just want more clarification because of all the different types of networks out there where people, the immediate mindset that comes to mind when you say and you mention something like this to somebody, the immediate thing is, oh, this is a pyramid. So that's why I'm asking about this is to belong to this closed community. You pay this annual fee, and that then also allows you and generates a you to earn a income. Once you obviously stop paying your annual fee, then you're not entitled to then be paid anything or earn further. Am I right in saying that?
Yes, no. If your account is not active, then obviously the system doesn't have. There's no way to pay you if you yourself
Yes,
are not active. But
yes,
regarding the people, Gary, you are a networker, so you know very well that if somebody comes with a line, it's a pyramid or something, so you know that you're talking with a fool.
yes,
The same as you talk with somebody today and they say, oh, Bitcoin is a scam. You know you're talking with a fool, okay?
yes.
And don't worry about the fools. Today we had an investing class, and there is even a book called The Theory of Stupidity. The Theory of Stupidity. There are many people on the planet, and we are talking about academic work, who can be classified as stupid. Clearly stupid, right? And with
Yes.
stupid people, you will not make any money. So if
No.
you talk to somebody about making money, and the first thing they can come up with, it's a pyramid, then you know very well you're talking with a fool. Next. Okay, next.
Yeah.
If somebody doesn't even know what it is all about, of course we can have a joke with them, like pyramid, like, are you worried that, are you rich? And then they will say, no, I'm not rich. So are you worried that you will make too much money in a short period of time? Oh, what pyramid? Maybe you are working in a pyramid. If you have a boss who has a boss who has a boss, if you work for any bigger company, then you work in a true pyramid, because you cannot
Exactly.
make more money than the people who are above you. But with our
Yes.
business, I can show you. You see, you can go to this section here, and you have access to this section. 300 Spartans.
Hmm.
Let it load. And if we went very down, maybe we would even find you somewhere here. But each time you see the red one, it means
Yeah.
that their sponsor made less money than the person who they sponsored. Example, place 177. Sponsor on place 207. Place 175. Sponsor place 189. 233. 232. Sponsor 277. See, so these are all examples of people who are able to make more money than their sponsor.
Okay. Okay. That makes sense.
So this is definitely not a pyramid. But if somebody talks, it's a pyramid, then the question is this. It could be a fool, or it could be a person who indeed heard something but is willing to talk. If it's a person who is willing to talk, so the first question is like, and what is your concept of a pyramid? Because these people above make always more money than the people below. Say, well, so you're right. I myself would not be a part of any pyramid because pyramids are illegal, okay? Or like financial arrangements. And what we are doing is totally legal. We have a real product, we have a real system, and you can make more money than the person who sponsors you. You, for example, can make more money than your sponsor, Beata. And you can make more money than me. And you can make more money than everybody else in the system. On the other hand, you also may have people who were indeed victims of financial pyramids, and these people will always be very wary because they already suffered as a result of joining some illegal scam, and they probably lost money. And if these people indeed lost money, then talking with them will be difficult. But very often they join the Ponzi. And very often, you know, people who make Ponzi are guilty, but also some people who expect unreasonable returns, they must know that it cannot be true. So very often they lost money because of their greed. That's true. Very often they lost money because of their greed, right? So now the question is the person who was expecting unreasonable returns is also to a certain extent guilty?
Well, you know, it's the old saying, if it sounds too good to be true, then it's definitely not good.
Yeah. What we are doing, does it sound too good to be true? You're inviting somebody, you're getting money, somebody is on the board, you're getting money, you invite 3 people, you're getting 20%. Does anything here sounds like unreasonable, too good to be true, does not require any effort?
It's not a get rich quick scheme.
Correct. You're absolutely right.
Now, something else, what I see with the spillovers that I've received, there's 2 sides to it, the left and the right. How does that work? How does that impact?
Now you are talking about the binary tree, and that is related to another business, because we have 2 businesses. We have social network platform and we have a school.
Okay.
So if you would like to join the school, then you join a binary, and binary is 2 to 1. That's actually very big money. But initially, before we introduce people to the binary, because it's not a easy concept to understand. It's an easy concept, but if somebody never seen this, if somebody has never seen this, then it initially will be difficult for them to understand. So we prefer. Jeszcze prowadzę zajęcia, także odezwę się, momencik. So if somebody would like to understand how the binary tree works and how they can make money, then we have this section here, compensation plan. And everything, have you clicked on that section, compensation plan?
Yes, I have.
Okay. So this is super easy to understand. It's a binary one on 2 to 1, so $2 volume on one side, $1 volume on the other side. It goes into infinity, and you got different packages. They have weekly limits and binary limits, actually package limits. By the time somebody maxed everything out, it's almost $1 million. And then the last package, purple one, can be renewed indefinitely, so it goes on a loop. Each time one loop, you make $250,000, another loop, $250,000, so each time one loop, $250,000. Then on top of that, you got your levels. So if you become a diamond, you're making level commissions from left and right till the 10th generation. And on top of that, we also have got rotational boards with a follow me. So if you have 6 people on a board, you are doubling your money. It is one-time expense. So together, if you look at Walen Trade Guild, we got 4 degrees of apprentice, 4 degrees of a journeyman, 4 degrees of a master, and then we got 13th degree Grand Master, $32 million. And it's possible over a period of years to even become a Grand Master in our trade guild. But you don't want Gary to be explaining this to new people, because as you mentioned, some people don't understand some things at the beginning. So it's easier to introduce them to a social network first. It's inexpensive. It pays very good money. And then when they make some money, then they will think, how else I can make more money? And then they pay more attention. We try to explain people binary packages and the ratio 2-to-1 and so on. But if somebody didn't get involved first, they don't seem to absorb this knowledge very well.
Yeah.
But if people already made some money, if you made a few $100s from the board, from the community board, then you are ready for more knowledge. And in the meantime, also because although you are in your community board, we are also building your binary tree for you. When new people are joining, then you'll be able to see them below in your organization. So if somebody later on wants to activate the binary tree, it's easier for them to do it because they are not starting from a blank tree without anything, empty tree or without any users, but they are already starting with something that is built for them. And it's just a matter of later on activating those people. But they already see that it works, that people are being registered in their organizations, that they see these people on their tree.
Okay. So the key focus here is initially the first part that you explained is to get into the community and build a community board.
Yes. Because, once people, if you start telling people who haven't made even 1 cent yet about them being able to make $32 million, it's a little bit like me talking to you that we're going to take trip in space and we'll fly to Milky Way. It's simply, they are not at the level of being able to understand that yet. If you're going to meet experienced networkers, they will ask for it themselves. They will try to understand it, and if they've ever done any binary networks, they will understand it in no time. They'll just take one look at it, they will understand everything. But if you're trying to explain a business for somebody who is not at that level yet, you can explain, and they're still not going to get it. But the board is super simple. Invite one person, everybody can understand. If you invite somebody, you're going to get $12.50.
Wow.
Later on, they see some people making money from the board. Later on, they see the matching bonus, money coming from the matching bonus. And now these people are ready for more knowledge, to join binary and to join a rotational board or rotational boards. If you
What
give people,
happens if you've introduced and you've got your initial 3 people, and now let's say you keep introducing people, and you introduce another 5 people, where do they slot into that community board?
let me show you.
So does that automatically then fall as you get more than the 3 people? Does it
Yeah.
automatically go from left to right?
First person, second person, third person,
Yeah.
fourth person, fifth person, sixth person, seventh person, eighth person, ninth person, 10th person, 11th person, 12th person, etc. So it is being
Okay.
filled, it is being filled symmetrically. But if, for example, I invited, say, you, and you already invited 3 people, 1, 2, 3. So if I now invited somebody, I would invite here and here, and there will be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. In case I invited another one, would go under this guy here, and the next one would go under here,
Okay.
etc.
Yeah.
So very, very fair, very simple mechanism.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense.
Gary, the most important thing is not to complicate something that is very simple. This board and making money on this board is a very powerful way of introducing people to network marketing, because a lot of plans are excessively complicated. They have ranks and this and that and some activity requirements and packages and whatnot. This is super simple. It's easy for people to overcome this fear of doing network. This is super simple. Once people start making some money, they'll be ready for more. And then we can explain them the rest of the business. And if there are some people who are network marketers already, then they will figure out it themselves. They will say, aha, compensation plan. Let me click on this. Let me go through these tables. Wow, this is wonderful. Everything is clearly laid out. I understand everything I need to understand.
No, that's fine, because that clarifies quite a number of things. Because, like I said, yes, I was involved in something before in the forex market that had the basic same concept as, and that went well for about 2.5, 3 years. And some people, obviously, that got in first made a lot of money, but somehow it also just went belly up, and a lot of people lost a lot of money, including myself. So yes, there are people that subsequently from there have branched out and gone into other network marketing venues and things, that I still have contact with, and which I can discuss this. And that's why I asked about the initial. If the board is the initial thing, and that is the initial, let's say, introduction, and the actual plan initially, it's much clearer and much better to explain to people, and it's inexpensive, so that for the $49 for the year, it's not a lot to get that.
Also, I don't know about the company that you are talking about, but whenever I'm hearing that there's an MLM that is offering forex trading, I already know that will not end up well. for a simple reason. I'm actually a professional investor. I invest a lot of money. And Forex trading is one of the most difficult ways of making money on the market. So the result very often is that these people are not only losing money on the fees, school fees, let's call them, but they're also losing money on the market. And even a worse one is if these are Ponzi type things where people are promised some returns, 1% per week, 1% per day, 5% per week. There are different arrangements, and these are definitely organizations which are destined to collapse. That's when people lose a lot of money. What we are doing is a crystal clear, crystal honest business where there are no victims. You pay $49 to use a legitimate service, social network platform with verification. If we teach English, Thai, German, or if I teach investing, there are no victims because these are courses which teach people honest things. There's no return on investment. Nobody's making any percentages of anything. The way we make money is by collecting either individual commission or group commission. If you sell yourself, you're making a bigger part. If somebody else in the organization sold, you are making little commission, but that commission can add up to a very big amount as the network grows. And network marketers, they know that they can build their organization without limits. There are some network marketers who have millions of people in their organizations. Millions of people. In our case, there are so many people on the planet that even if we had 1 billion users, there would still be many billions who would not be members of our platform. So our business has got absolutely no limit in expansion. And we are just starting.
No, that's fine. Thanks, Mark. Now, my last question is, I'm still in Sweden this week. I'll be back in Ireland next week from around about the 3rd of June. Now, what would be the best way to set up a group meeting with you to explain this? Would that be where we will do it on a Sunday morning like this? If I get some people interested.
Yeah, sure. Initially, I'm happy to help you, Gary. But like I say, this concept is so simple. Look,
yes,
when you click on your one, there's nothing really even have to explain. Look, I've written for you, word for word.
Yeah.
But you need to write. Yeah, this is made simple on purpose. You cannot mess it up. You click on community board, then there's your board, and here below, here is your explanation. Can you see?
Yes. No, that's fine.
There's nothing to explain. Yeah. Everything that you need like this, 49, 3 types of commission, direct 12.5. Because, sometimes you have the tendency to complicate simple things.
Exactly.
Okay?
Exactly.
Look, 49 per year, right? 3 types of commission. $12.5, $1.25, 20% matching bonus. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. And if somebody cannot explain it, all they have to do is to read it from the page.
Yes.
Okay? All they have to do is to read it from the page. No need for adding anything else. If they don't understand it, we read it second time and we discuss those points. If they don't understand it, we read it third time and again we read it. But the best way is to to do learning by doing. So if you are here,
Yes.
you still have not invited anyone, right?
Yeah.
So if you invite first person, you will get $12.50. Once you get this $12.50, you will already understand fully this type of commission.
Yeah.
Now, if this guy will invite somebody, okay, and he will make $1.25. Sorry, you will make $1.25. You will understand this type of commission. And if you invite 3 people, and one of them will invite someone, and you're gonna get from that person $1.25, and then you will get 20% of the matching bonus, you will understand this.
Yes.
Because now it's a theory. But once you experience that you got your direct commission, you experience that you receive the board commission, and you experience that you receive the matching bonus commission, that's all you need to do. Until you receive those three types of commissions, that type of commission that you have not received yet is still a theory. Still a theory.
Yes.
But once you received all 3 types of commission, it is all practice.
Okay. Thanks for that, Mark. I appreciate that, and I'll get back to you during.
So one more time, Gary. One more time. Okay. Let's summarize it. You got this section here, 13th Legion. You see here, right?
Yes.
Under the 13th Legion, you got the item menu called Community Board. You see this?
Yes.
Good. Now, when you click on this one, here is your explanation.
Okay. Super.
$49, 88,000 spots first year, 3 types of commissions, $12.50, $1.25, and 20% from 3 people and above. It cannot be any easier, Gary.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? It just cannot be. It just cannot be any easier. Every word is written for you here. You could literally open this section for someone, do a screen share, and just read it. And today during the training, there is a reason why I'm reading this, because I'm teaching others how they can explain it to others. In other words, there's no need to explain anything.
Yes.
It's already written for you here. There's nothing else here to add or subtract.
It all makes sense. It all makes sense.
Is it simple enough?
I think so. I believe so.
Yeah. And now when you have $1.25, in case eventually 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, but you can imagine that with a compression, say in 5 or 10 years time, you could have 100,000 people who every year will pay you $1.25. So that's $125,000.
Yeah.
Year after year. And there are billions of people on the planet. When you make money, later on, you yourself will try to understand how does the binary tree works, how does the level commission work, how do the rotational boards work, because it's just a natural progression. However, if people who are not real networkers, if right off the bat, we start explaining them concepts that they may not fully understand or grasp or even imagine. If somebody's making 1,000, 2,000 euros a month and you start talking to them about millions, you know, it's like talking about a different universe.
Yes.
They are not able to relate to it. But this concept, everybody can understand. Everybody. It just cannot be any easier. It's super easy.
Oh, okay, super. Thanks, Mark.
Yeah, well,
I'll get back to you and
yeah.
I'll start working on this.
Because when we meet with your friends, because you can make a group and make a chat on a group chat on Facebook.
Yeah.
Then if I make a presentation for your friends, I would also read to them this. Why? Because I want to teach them to read the same thing for the next generation and the next generation. Less words they use of their own words, better for them.
Exactly.
Why? Because more they talk, more they complicate things. So you can start with a simple concept. And that simple concept can be complicated to the point where now something that was super easy to understand, for some unknown reason, became difficult to understand.
Yes.
You see what a nonsense can happen, right? That you can present something super simple and you can make it so complicated that now it became complicated.
Yes. Yes. No, you're right. You're right. You're right.
And this thing, because it's so short, if I was having a 15-minute presentation, I could easily read it 5 times. This is so simple.
Yes.
Yeah. And stop like, okay, which section you guys don't understand? I will explain again. Do you understand the part that you pay $49? Oh, we understand this. Okay, you got the board 10 generations on that entire board. And even if you do not understand it, look what we did. We even put these numbers here because maybe somebody doesn't believe that there are 88,000 spots.
Yeah.
So I made it 3, 9, 27. I even added it up for them.
Yeah.
So there's no doubt about it, right? So what we got now? We got $49. Do we understand it? Yes, we do. Okay, we do. Great. $49. Good. 88 spots. Good. 3 types of commissions. Okay. Because sometimes with some programs like 50,000 commissions. We got also more types of commissions for binary, for level. But you don't want to give people this knowledge because it's just too much knowledge at first.
Yes.
You do direct referral, you get $12.50. Easy. Board commission, 125 for everybody to the 10th generation. Easy. And matching bonus, 20% of what they earn from 3 people and above. And this is the entire business.
Oh, okay. Super. Thanks, Mark.
Yeah,
I
Gary,
have to go now.
Is it simple?
Yes, it is. It's very simple. Very simple. I have to go now because I've got another meeting on. People waiting for me.
Thank you for your time.
Thanks. Thanks for your time, Mark. I appreciate it.
If you have any more questions, I'm happy to explain it to you.
Okay.
But before I will start explaining to you the rest of the system, try to test the board first, because this is the opening gate to big money.
Yes. No,
if you show people that they can make a few $100s from the boards, they will believe you that they can make money from other things.
Yes. No, you're right. You're totally right.
If they cannot make any money from the board, you can explain them everything else, and it will be just a theory.
Yes.
Okay? It will be just a theory. Okay, wonderful. Thank you for your time. And also I want to say thank you for everybody else who joined us today in this presentation. And I wish everyone happy afternoon. Enjoy your day. And see you next time. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Mark. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.